Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for another Take 5 with Travel Gossip. Today we are joined with Sarah from Wine, Water and Wonders of New York State. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Brilliant. It's so good to have you with us. So Wine, Water and Wonders is a unique part of the New York State sales mission because it's not limited to one destination or one attraction. So can you tell us how this program fits into the bigger picture?
Sure, absolutely. When looking at the international travel market, oftentimes people are going directly to New York City and then to Niagara Falls. Those are the two really iconic destinations of New York State. So it's very obvious that they would go to those places. But we often found that they were doing New York City and going direct to Niagara Falls. And that's a whole 8-hour drive. But there's a whole state of really wonderful travel opportunities in between both of those destinations. And each destination within the state offers very, very different and unique experiences. So that was the point of Wine, Waters and Wonders, was to really educate the traveler that, you can do sandy beaches in Long Island, you could do wine tasting in the Finger Lakes region, see wonderful glass blowing demonstrations at the Corning Museum of Glass, and then end their time in Niagara Falls.
Sounds fantastic. So the name Wine, Water and Wonders, it does sound self-explanatory, but can you tell us more about it and what you can actually see and do across New York State?
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right. Wine, Waters and Wonders really encompasses all of the wonderful opportunities that really tie all the destinations together. New York State is known for really great wine. There's water in every area, whether it be a lake, a river, a waterfall, and of course we have really wonderful things. But to kind of break it down a little bit, Discover Long Island is a really, Long Island itself is just fabulous. It's known for its beaches, like I've mentioned, but of course you have places like the Hamptons where, the rich and famous have their summer homes, as we like to call them, and the Gilded Age mansions. Going up into the Hudson Valley, you're going to experience a lot of culinary wonders, like farm to table dining, the Culinary Institute of America, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Museum, and of course Legoland in a part of Hudson Valley. You can also go into the Finger Lakes region. The Finger Lakes region is the largest wine producing region on the east coast of the United States, really known for their Riesling, but of course the red wine is just as fabulous. And also the outdoor beauty of the Finger Lakes. That's where all of the gorges and waterfalls are in that area. So ripe with hiking opportunities and outdoor experience. Then going up into Rochester, you kind of get a little bit of a city feel without being quite so hustle and bustle of New York City. It's home to the George Eastman House Museum, the Strong Museum of Play, that's the world's largest collection of toys, dolls, and games. And they have 140 festivals plus all per year. So, there's always something going on in Rochester. And then, of course, finishing with Niagara Falls, that destination on the US side, very different experience from the Canadian side. Natural, beautiful state park, and their Made of the Mist boats went all electric recently. So that's a really great, sustainable way to see the falls. They're very quiet, so they don't detract from the roar of the waterfall, and it's really, really exciting.
Brilliant. So much to see and experience.
So much. Yes.
So Sarah, how are these various regions best enjoyed?
They are best enjoyed by doing a self-drive vacation. We're learning that the typical UK traveler usually has about an average of 12 days in the state. So we certainly recommend you doing a self-drive, or there are guided tour options throughout the state. If you're apprehensive about driving out of New York City, which I would be, I would totally recommend taking the train out into the Hudson Valley, getting a car hire there, and then driving up through the state, heading in the direction of Niagara Falls and spending 2 to 3 days in each of the destinations. It's really easy to get around, roads are well marked. And New York State is really beautiful in any season. We really are a 4-season destination. Wonderful opportunities in the winter for skiing and doing maple sugaring. There's also a lot of events throughout the year in spring, summer, fall, winter. And I will say in the winter or in the fall rather, we have a much larger foliage season than New England does. We have a much wider range of trees. And the season lasts a little bit longer, and it tends to be a little bit more of an affordable option.
Brilliant. So there's something to do whenever you visit. Then,
Absolutely.
It sounds like.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. If agents would like to find out more, where could they go for further information?
Absolutely. Our website is winewaterwonders.com, and it's laid out in a really easy way where it gives a great overview of each of the partner destinations, but it also breaks down vacation opportunities into different themes, whether a traveler is looking for a culinary theme or a family-oriented vacation. It really gives suggestions as to different things you can do in each of the partner destinations. But there's a great team at Wine Waters and Wonders that is always helpful to answer any questions, help put together itineraries, and so forth.
Thanks, Sarah. It's been great having you with us today. We really appreciate your time, and thanks to everybody for watching as well.